Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, consider subscribing because I offer videos on travel, photography, filmmaking every week, so consider subscribing. Today's video is going to be about the 5 travel YouTubers who I think you should subscribe to. But first, roll the titles. Okay, so I've been sort of looking over all the YouTube videos I've been planning for the next few weeks, and a lot of them actually are like top 5, my top 5, 5 recommended, things like that. So I thought I'd start a new series which is my top 5. So my top 5 places to travel, my top 5 travel YouTubers, my top 5 photography YouTubers, things like that. So this is going to be officially the first episode, even though there has been some top 5s previously, but I hope you enjoy it. So, the top 5 YouTubers that I think you should subscribe to. First one is a YouTube channel called For Louie. So it features a bloke called Louie Cole. You might have heard of him, might have heard of the channel itself, might even be subscribed to it. But if you haven't, I recommend subscribing to it. He posts videos almost every day. He travels around the world, visiting fantastic places with fantastic scenery and meeting fantastic people. And he travels mostly with his girlfriend Rhea, who also has her own travel YouTube channel called Rhea Was Here. That's not in my top 5, that's a bonus for you. And I just recommend him. He goes to some slightly unusual places, some places that you haven't thought of going before. He's just recently finished a bike ride from London to Africa in aid of charity, so he's put all that on his YouTube channel. That's a really good thing to watch as well. So For Louie is a definite recommendation for me, and that's my number 1. My second channel that I recommend subscribing to is Hey Nadine. It's run by Nadine, who is an American YouTuber. Her travel videos are absolutely fantastic. The cinematography that goes into them is beautiful. And if you're a female, I definitely recommend subscribing to her because she does a lot of tips for female travellers, whether that's solo or packing trips or sort of feminine hygiene type stuff while travelling, that sort of thing. So if you're a female, I definitely recommend subscribing to Hey Nadine. And also she visits some amazing places, and I just want to visit them so much. So it's a great place to go just to get inspiration for possible future travel ideas. The third channel I recommend subscribing to is the Vega Brothers. These are, surprisingly enough, brothers who have spent, I think, the last 6 years or so travelling the world, making videos of them and uploading them to YouTube. They aim more for what I'd call the millennial market, so they visit unique places, they visit places that are quite off the beaten path. They also do quite a lot of videos about how to sort of optimize your Instagram page if you want to go traveling, things like that. That's really good. They also do quite a lot of cooking stuff, cooking abroad, how to cook local cuisines in the area they're in as well. So they're really good, and they're really entertaining as well. Not to mention the cinematography. Like Hey Nadine, the cinematography is absolutely fantastic, and just watching it makes you want to visit those places. So I definitely recommend subscribing to the Vega Brothers. So my fourth recommendation is a channel called Cup of TJ. This is run by TJ Lee, who tries to tell you about how she left her corporate life and started to travel the world, and how she's now able to travel the world full time. Of all the YouTubers on this list, she has got the smallest subscriber base, but that's no reason not to subscribe to her because she is fantastic. And she's got such sort of bubbly and upbeat and lovely personality. You just can't help but sort of be drawn into her and to sort of listen to her and what she's saying. And she just makes it entertaining. Before you know it, you've watched 3, 4, 5 videos of hers in a row. And it's just absolutely a superb channel to subscribe to. And this is the sort of channel you want to subscribe to if you're really interested in cuisine. So a lot of her videos feature local food in the countries that she's visiting and the areas that she's gone. So if you want to subscribe to a travel channel, then this is definitely one for you. But also, if you want to subscribe to a food channel as well, it's fantastic because most of her videos are just her eating different cuisines. Hello, I'd love that life. So yeah, I definitely recommend subscribing to Cup of TJ. And at the moment, she's selling a couple of video courses as well on how to be a travel vlogger. So if that's something that interests you, then I definitely recommend subscribing to her. So my fifth and final recommendation for travel YouTubers who you should subscribe to is LostLonk. So this is run by Christian LeBlanc, who is in his mid-20s, and he's had massive success in the travel industry. His travel channel is fantastic, and just like all the ones that have gone before him, his cinematography is brilliant, and it's just superb, and you do just wish you could be there. At the moment, he's put a few videos on his channel about how he's been trying to find a place to stay in Bali, because he's looking to move to Bali for next year. So it's been about how he's tried to look for places to stay, for houses in Bali, and that's really interesting because you get to see a different side. Because usually when you're looking for houses, you're looking for houses in the country you're in, don't you? So whether you're in Britain, you're looking for one in Britain. If you're in America, you're looking for one in America. So it's really interesting to see how to go about renting a property abroad. He travels mostly with his girlfriend Katie Esquivel, I think her name is, who also has her own 2 channels, so Katie the Chic and What the Chic, and I mean those aren't travel channels, I think they're sort of beauty and clothes channels, but if they appeal to you, then great. Not really sort of my type of channel, but LostLonk's channel is fantastic, and some videos he goes over sort of the equipment he uses as well to capture those cinematic shots, which is really good, and I do really like those videos, and some of the videos have sort of influenced me of the sort of equipment that I got. I don't know if you saw my last video, but I'll put it in the sort of title there thing, which, so you can have a look at it. But that sort of inspired me to get some of my equipment. So I highly recommend you subscribe to these channels, guys. I actually just like looking at the places they've been. I love then sort of going onto Pinterest, looking at pins that people have put of those places, and then pinning them for myself, so that they're there then. And then when I'm looking at holiday ideas, I can then go back to them and look at them. I'll put my Pinterest down there if you want to have a look at some of these places. Small little plug there. So yeah, those are the 5 YouTube channels that I definitely recommend subscribing to. But talk about subscribing, if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, I recommend it because I bring videos out every week about travel, photography, filmmaking, and also don't forget to hit the bell next to the little subscribe button, because I will be posting videos every week and you'd want to be reminded of when I post them. So if you like this video, guys, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.